Okay, so on this one, we are trying to solve for x. And the trick is, over here we have a 1/3, here we have a 3. Well, basically, 1/3 equals 3 to the minus 1. That's what you have to remember. Whenever you have fractions, that means a negative power. Does that make sense? Negative powers flip things. So that negative power right there flips it, makes it 1/3. So so what? Well, that means this becomes 3 to the minus 1. X minus 7 is still there, and everything else is still there. But to see how I transform that, what? So because I'm trying to make the bases the same. See how both bases are just a plain 3 now instead of a 1/3 and a 3? The base is the thing on the bottom that has the power on it, right? So I've made the two bases the same by flipping the 1/3 or rewriting the 1/3, however you want to think about it, to be 3 to the minus 1 power. 3 to the minus 1 power is 1/3, isn't it? Not good. And then what do we do from there? Well, actually now we can, and we can also say step 2, distribute. So this minus 1 is going to go bonk, bonk. And this will be 3 to the minus x plus 7. See what happened there? Powers outside, powers inside parentheses, multiply powers outside parentheses. So that's what happened to that minus 1 multiplied through there. Because we had a power inside and outside the parentheses. You see. So we had a power inside the parentheses, and it multiplied through these powers outside the parentheses. Okay, so now, once the bases are the same, step 3, when the bases are the same, then you set the powers equal. This and this must be equal. Right? Once the bases are the same, we can set the powers equal. Because if 3 to something is equaling 3 to something else, those somethings, those powers must be equal. And so then step 4, what do you do when you have x's on opposite sides? You do the opposite of one of them. When we have x's on opposite sides, and we bring the wall down here. We have x's on opposite sides, so I'm going to go plus x. Oops, there. Plus x like that. That gets rid of this. It gives us 7 equals 5x minus 2. And then we just solve for x. Add 2 to both. And boom. 5x is 9. Last step, divided by 5, divided by 5. Boom. X is 9/5. And so there's our answer, 9/5. So there was a lot of steps to that, weren't there? Let's trace back over that. So what did we do? So from the beginning, we had the 1/3 on one side and the 3 on the other. Whenever you have that, you got to rewrite that 1/3 to be 3 to the -1 power, and then distribute that -1 power. Now the two bases are the same, so you can set the powers equal and solve for x. And then when you have x's on opposite sides, do the opposite of one of them to cancel it out. You get x alone. And there we go.